Luke Matheson, 24/7 Preps here with Pulaski Academy head coach Kevin Kelley. Coach, tell me what you think. Undefeated season, came in here and got your third state championship.
You know, number one, I'm so happy for the kids. I really thought they deserved a championship. I thought they had, I guess a lot of coaches probably think that, but we know what we put our guys through, so we're going to especially think that. And they came out here and they proved it. They did it week after week, get some great teams. I thought Dollarway was a great team. Malvern beating a fantastic team twice like that. Winning Lake Hamilton at Lake Hamilton, going up to Fayetteville and scrimmaging, and the kind of non-conference schedule we did, and then going through the conference and putting together 14 straight weeks of really, really good football and staying focused week after week and really not even having any close games. Towards the end of the year, we were playing our best football, and I think that's says a lot about our coaching staff and the way they were able to get their guys to learn and focus each week, and it says a lot about our players too.
Some of your guys I spoke with, they talked about the Lake Hamilton game, being down, the speech you gave them at halftime, and you guys came back and won that game in the non-conference portion of the season. A lot of them attributed the success of the rest of the season to that game.
You know, and that was an outstanding game. At Lake Hamilton, we knew they were really good. They ended up losing the finals of the 6A to a team they had already beaten. We know how tough that is to play a team that you'd already played and beaten. And but halftime of that game, I don't know. You hate to say a turning point so early in the year, but I think that vaulted our guys into a confidence of they knew they could do what they needed to do at any time. And what we did was we said we don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we've got to fight back like that. But now we know we can if we have to.
Who are some of the guys you thought stood out today?
Obviously, Freddie Knighton stood out. I thought our offensive line did a fantastic job. Defensively, I thought our linebackers, Tyler Colquitt, and I thought Kyle Wepley on the defensive line, holding them to 7 points in the first half. And then Amari Wallace and Jeremy Brady at safety, those guys back there, you just feel confident blitzing, doing anything up front because you know that you've got them back there to bail you out in case we make some mistakes up there. Then Hunter Henry, his catch was one of the best I've seen probably ever in coaching football, especially live and in person. And we've got other guys that, other guys just are selfless. Ben Fordson and Kendall Bruce and L.J. Wallace, they do what they're required to do. They block for each other. They love each other. It was an overall team effort.
You got some of those key guys coming back next year, mainly Hunter Henry. What's it like having guys like that coming back for you next year?
That gives you a lot to look forward to as a coach. A guy that makes plays like he did and had an outstanding half. He had 114 yards to half. And that he'll do whatever you need him to. We put him in to run the ball on a 4th and 2 play. We were able to throw him the ball on deep plays, throw it to him short, and let him break tackles. And in the running game, had a fantastic block on a sweeper in for a touchdown. When you got guys like him and LJ coming back, that's going to make it a little easier to find a quarterback because he can afford some mistakes and they can erase them for him.
Right. Overall, Coach, what are your thoughts on the season?
The guys said they wanted to have a perfect season, and we tried to make them break it down one game at a time, and they did just that. Ultimately wanted to win a championship, but as a football coach, when you put kids through what you do and you ask them to do some of the things you do in the off season and flipping tires and pulling cars and being out in the 120-degree heat. We've had some guys in the past that have set the standard for these younger guys watching. Now they're seniors and they did the exact same thing. I couldn't ask for any more from a group of young men than what we get year in and year out, and this year's group did just exactly the same thing. They held the standard high.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.